You're a bad bitch, you're a top dog, you have a lot of success, you're highly educated, you're well respected, you have a lot of power at work. But why isn't it translating to your romantic life? If we're not friends yet, my name is Trip. I share my experience with dominant submissive power exchange. I just had some folks graduate from the Rite of Clairvoyance, a submissive training course. There are a few slots open if you're interested in talking about alpha submissives, and this is the course for you. It is easy to get cynical and nihilistic and just say that it's a dom problem. But the reality is all the work that's been done at work is not translating to BDSM because these are two different power structures that are built and backed by two different resources. Any power structure is backed by a resource in the same way that the dollar used to be backed by gold. Work power structures are backed by obligation. BDSM power structures are backed by free will and consent. The reason you have power at work is out of the human obligation to fulfill their needs for livelihood, for shelter, for food. So the power that you have over your employees, it's not personal. It goes with the title, and it's the same reason that when you leave the office every day, you don't get to take that power with you. If workplace power was derived of consent, then people would show up for free. They don't, because they will only exchange that power if you meet their need for financial resources. Personal power exchanges are backed by consent. They're backed by free will. While the power structures at work are real, they are more porous and shallow because we're put in a position where the consequences aren't ours. They're the companies. The money isn't ours. The money is the companies. The successes, the failures are the companies. And we can outlive whatever damage occurs to our reputation. But those experiences are not threats to our obliteration in the same way that they are threats to the obliteration of the company. You can find other means of survival. However, in personal power dynamics, ones that are of free will and consent, when that free will is taken from you, what is at risk is obliteration, your actual humanness. Everything that you've acquired at work will come in handy down the road, but we need to build a foundation first before you can leverage that power. That's why we do submissive training. It's about building and cultivating personal power so that power can then be harvested and exchanged within the dynamic. The more power you have as a submissive, the bigger and better and more enriching the power exchange is going to be. If you don't have that power harvested as a submissive, then the other powerful dominants are just not going to be looking at you. So again, if you'd like to talk about this topic or hear more about submissive training, you can go to the link in my bio. If you do want to know more about the course, all the details are on there and you can claim your spot now.